Joining me now is Joel Rubin, former Deputy Assistant Secretary of State and fourth-generation congregant of Tree of Life Synagogue. Joel, let me first ask you, give us a feeling or give us the thoughts you have as one that knows this synagogue, and explain to the nation what this synagogue means in that community.
Thanks, Reverend Al, for having me here. That synagogue is at the heart of the community. There are a variety of synagogues in Squirrel Hill, which is the crown jewel of the Pittsburgh Jewish community and one of the bright lights of American Jewish life, especially urban American Jewish life in the country. My family is, as you mentioned, we're fourth generation. My grandmother is 96, still lives in Pittsburgh. She was born in Pittsburgh, proud daughter of immigrants to this country that took care of us and made us part of the fabric of the city. And that's really the point here, is that the synagogues are part of the fabric of Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh has a rich tradition of openness and tolerance and ethnic diversity. And the synagogue, Tree of Life, the synagogue Beth Shalom, my great-grandparents helped to found. These are really symbols of America for the American Jewish community. And so what took place this morning is an attempt to terrorize our community, and it won't work, but it is deeply upsetting. So
to get an understanding, if someone is trying to make a hate attack on the Jewish community, Squirrel Hill generally and specifically Tree of Life would be a target that they would go. We don't know whether Robert Bowers lived there or not, but it would be a place that you would express your hate if you had it toward the Jewish community.
It would be a primary target. Think of the Apollo Theater for an attack against the African American community, or think of so many venues that are or
a major
critical.
Church that's been there a century or more.
And yes, I mean it's hard to talk about it without feeling deeply emotional, because it's part of our beating heart. It's part of our soul. It's not anything that a Pittsburgh Jew doesn't know about. Everyone knows Tree of Life Synagogue. Squirrel Hill is the heartbeat of the Pittsburgh Jewish community, and it's a vibrant neighborhood for Pittsburgh. It's right near Carnegie Mellon University and the University of Pittsburgh. It has professors mingle with students there. It's a working class neighborhood with a lot of mom and pop stores. It's just a real energizing, exciting place. And for the Jewish community, yes, this is it.
I also understand, and as a minister myself in another faith, it struck me when I heard that both Orthodox and non-Orthodox Jews worship there. So it's really like a center for the faith. Is that correct?
Yeah, so this synagogue, there are three shuls, three synagogues that actually have space now at that synagogue. There's Tree of Life, there's Dor Hadash, there's another synagogue whose name is escaping me now as I'm working through this. But, you know, it's Reconstructionist, it's conservative Judaism, there's Reform Judaism around the corner, there's Orthodox community and Hasidic community right around the corner in the neighborhood, right across the street. People are out and about, and it's a highly diverse Jewish community.
Joel Rubin, thank you for joining me. Joining me by phone now is NBC.